This part of the training is all about creating overlays. We will now look at how we can add additional information to this slide by using an overlay. To repeat, an overlay is a special form of a slide. I can either use or link an existing slide as an overlay, or I can create a custom overlay. We will create a custom overlay for this slide. To do so, I go back to the template set. An overlay becomes an overlay by a close button in the background template. Therefore, we need a new background for our overlay. First, we will make a background color or something similar for our overlay. We draw and section over the whole canvas, choose gray as a background color, and set the transparency here at the alpha value down so that the background is slightly transparent. Now we also want to animate the area a bit. Click the Animate button. We want it to look like as when the overlay appears, the background darkens. So we'll make this darker area appear slowly. We choose Fade In with 1 second duration and no delay. Now I create a design section to create a close button. To recognize the close button as such, we place an image in the design section. We click on the background image button here and select an icon already available in presono. Now we set a link so that this X becomes an overlay close button. We click on the link icon and select the option with the X. Once any area in the background has this link, the background becomes an overlay background. Any slide created with this background is automatically an overlay. At the end, we set the section to the top to make it a stencil section. This way the section is always on top and nothing can be placed above it, and the button will be clickable at any time, and therefore the overlay can be closed at any time. We can also delay the appearance of the close button now. Here too, we select Fade In, 1 second duration, but a delay of half a second. An alternative to the close button here would be to simply place the link of the overlay close button on an entire area in the background. So you could put the link here on this area in the background, then the overlay is closed by simply clicking next to it, like a pop-up on a website. At the end, we save the overlay background. Then we return back to the template set. Now we create a layout for the overlay. Just like the layout for the slide before, we'll draw one or more areas for the content. In our case, we'll make only one area for media. We also animate this area slightly so that it is not immediately visible. After that, we can save the overlay layout. Now we can use the templates. Creating an overlay is exactly the same as creating a slide. I click on the new button in the upper right corner and select Create a new slide. After that, I select the overlay template. You can recognize it by the icon as well. Now I can paste some content. Here we can place an image, a video, or a gallery, and then save again. To bring the overlay into the presentation, it must be linked on a slide. To do this, we go back to the content structure and open our slide from before by double-clicking it. Now you can select an area from which the overlay should be accessible. I click on the area and select the link icon on the top again. There I select the option to link to an overlay. Here you can either link to a slide or an overlay. If you want to link a slide itself, so to a slide, you have to choose link to a slide in the link options. But now we want to link to an overlay. We link to our overlay here, double-click to confirm, and the whole area will be linked to the overlay. We save, and if we go back now, we can try it. If I click on the area, I can open the overlay, and with the X, I close the whole thing again. That's it about overlays. So we have created an overlay with its own background and the layout and linked the overlay at the end. In the next part of the training, we will be taking a closer look at the topic of animations.